Welcome to the class Chemical Kinetics. In previous class, we discussed some more concepts. What is chemical kinetics, and then what is the rate of reaction from the rate of reaction definition, and then graphs. From the graphs, rate of reaction graphs with respect to the reactant and with respect to the product. Then from the graphs, we learn what is the rate average and what is the meaning of rate instant and what is the difference between these two. Rate average means a particular time interval. What is the rate is known as rate average, and at a particular time what is the rate means rate instant. Okay, these concepts we learn from the previous class. Today we want to learn what is rate of reaction for a chemical reaction. For a given chemical reaction, what is the rate of reaction? What is the rate for a given chemical reaction? Let us see how to write the rate for a given chemical reaction. Okay. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2 ammonia. All are gases. For this reaction, how to write rate for this chemical reaction? Rate is equal to minus del concentration of N2 by del T. You can write like this. Okay, minus means these are the reactants. So minus sign is here because reactant concentration decreases in a particular reaction. Then H2 by del T. Delta concentration of H2 by del T. Okay, minus, okay, because these are the reactant, so put minus, and then 3 means stoichiometric coefficient. For a stoichiometric coefficient you must write like this, 1 by. Next, this is equal to the 1 by 2 del NH3 by del T. Okay, in this way you can write for any given reaction. For example, this HI gases, okay, which can give rise to H2 plus I2. Okay, rate is equal to minus 1 by 2, this is written like this, 2 which will be placed here, minus because of these are the reactants. So del HI by del T is equal to delta H2 by del T is equal to delta I2 by del T. Okay, you can write like this this is the representation of rate for a given chemical reaction. This is the way you can represent rate of a reaction for this chemical reaction, Okay, in general, okay, how to write rate for any general chemical equation, Ka and Lb gives rise to small m c plus n capital D. For this reaction, what is the rate? Rate is equal to minus 1 by k then del A by del T is equal to minus 1 by L del B by concentration of B by del T is equal to by 1 by M. This is positive because these are the products. So del C by del T is equal to 1 by N del D by del T. Del D by del T. Okay, you may write like this here, or you may write like this also. 1 by M del C by del T is equal to 1 by N del D by del T. Okay, del D by del T. This is the general equation for any chemical reaction. This is the general equation for any chemicals, for any chemical reaction. Okay. K. The stoichiometry coefficient always by. These are always in 1 by. You can write like this. And then negative sign for reactants. And you may write positive sign for the products, for the products representation. Okay. For products representation, you must write the positive sign, negative sign for the reactants side. You can, for representation of rate with respect to the reactants, you must write the negative sign, and the rate with respect to the product, you only write the positive sign. Okay. And next, okay, this is the way you can also write the same concept here also. The same way you can write this is the general equation for any given chemical reaction. You can represent the rate of reaction. You also write like this. You may write the rate of reaction this also. You may represent the rate of reaction in terms of like this, dN2 by dt, okay, minus 1 by 3 and dH2 by dt and 1 by 2 dNH3 by dt. This is also correct. There is no difference. The difference of this one and this one is, this representation means large concentration difference. This represents large. This represents small difference. Large concentration difference. This is small concentration difference. So, in some cases you may find like this, and in some cases you may find like this. But there is no difference representation. This is the way for large concentration and this is for smaller concentration. You may use this one or this one according to the given problem. Okay, you must act according to the given problem. Okay, next concept is next concept. Factors affecting rate of reaction. Factors affecting rate of reaction. Next concept is factors affecting rate of reaction. What are the factors affecting the rate of reaction? Factors affecting rate of reaction. Factors affecting rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. Factors affecting rate of reaction. What are the factors affecting rate of a reaction? First one is concentration of reactant, and temperature and catalyst. Concentration of reactant, temperature and catalyst. These three, these are the affecting rate of reaction. Okay, these three factors affecting rate of reaction. Okay, for factors affecting rate of reaction, in this we want to discuss some concepts. Concentration of reactant, reactants, okay, concentration of reactants, temperature, concentration of reactant, temperature, and catalyst. Okay, these three are the important one. Concentration of reactants, temperature and catalyst are the factors affecting rate of reaction. Okay, now let us focus concentration of reactants. Okay, concentration of reactants. Dependence of rate on concentration. Side heading, dependence of rate on concentration. Dependence of rate on concentration. Okay. Dependence of rate on concentration. Okay. Rate of reaction generally depend on concentration of reactant and as well as concentration of the products. Rate of reaction is depend on concentration of reactant and as well as concentration of the product. Now, what is the means of rate law? Okay, now what is the means of rate law? Rate law is the concept. Rate law deals with representation of rate of reaction with respect to the concentration of reactants is known as rate law. What is the meaning of rate law? Is representation of rate of reaction with respect to the concentration of reactants. With respect to the concentration of reactants is known as rate law. Okay, this is the important concept. Okay, dependence of rate on concentration. Okay, in this there is what is the meaning of rate law? What is the meaning of rate law? Rate law means rate of reaction dependence on concentration of reactants, concentration of rate of a reaction depends on concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants is known as rate law. Is known as rate law. Is known as rate law. What is the meaning of rate law? Rate of a reaction depends on concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants. Rate of reaction depends on concentration of reactants is known as rate law. Is known as rate law. Okay. For example, take an example. Okay. Take an example. A, capital A, B, capital B gives rise to C, capital C, D, capital D. D, capital D. Rate. According to rate law, you can write like this. Rate of reaction depends on concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactants. We may notice the one difference. Here the stoichiometric coefficients are A and B. Here the exponents are X and Y. Exponents are X and Y. Stoichiometric coefficients are A and B. Exponents are X and Y. Okay. Stoichiometric coefficients A comma B are stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients. X comma Y are exponents. Okay. These are theoretical values. Stoichiometric coefficients A and B are theoretical values. These are getting to the balance in the chemical equation. You can get these two values from balance in the chemical equation. But exponents X and Y are come from the experimental values. These two are derived from the X and Y derived from the experimental value. These are X comma Y comes from the experimental. Okay, you may see it from the next example. How to find out the X and Y. How to find out the exponents X and Y. Okay, X and Y are exponents and A and B are stoichiometric coefficient in this equation. Okay, in this equation you may write like this. From this reaction, you may write like this. Rate is equal to K. Proportionality constant K. A whole to the power of X. B whole to the power Y. Okay. Rate is equal to K into A whole to the power of X into B whole to the power of Y. Okay. K is rate constant. K is rate constant. K is rate constant. What is this constant? Is known as rate constant. Okay, this is known as rate constant from this equation. Okay. Okay. Next. From this equation, we may notice one thing, that is X and Y are the exponents small a and small b are stoichiometric coefficients. In some cases, small a and small b may equal to x and y. In some cases, small a and small b are equal to x comma y value. In some cases, may not. They may not equal to the a comma b. Okay, because we know small a comma small b are theoretical value. These are derived from the balanced chemical equation. These are comes from the balanced chemical equations. But x comma y are the exponents. X comma y are exponents. These are experimental values. These are the experimental values. These may equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. In some cases, in other cases, may not equal to the these two with the stoichiometric coefficients. Okay, this is the concept. We go into the explain this concept in detail with detailed explanation. Okay, write a chemical equation. 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO2. 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO2. This is gas, and this is also gas. How to calculate exponents? Let us see it. For this reaction, rate, you may write rate is equal to K into NO whole to the power of X, O2 whole to the power of Y. You may write like this. For this equation, NO whole to the power of X and O2 power whole to the power of Y. Okay, you may write like this. From this data, you should find out X and Y. What is X and what is Y value? Using this data, this experimental data, you should find out X and Y coefficients. Okay, these are stoichiometric coefficient. 2 and 1 are stoichiometric coefficients. These are experimental value. In competitive examination, they ask you how to find out X and Y. What is the values of X and Y? Okay, to find out X and Y, they will provide this type of information for you. How to find out X and Y? Using this information. This is known as this is initial NO. Okay, here NO formation is there. Initial formation of O2. Here O2 is present. Next, initial rate of formation of NO2. Initial rate means this one. So, according to this view, you can write three equations. Okay, initial rate 0.096, rate of formation of this one is equal to K into NO. NO means this one, 0.30 for X coefficients. Next, write this one, 0.30 whole for Y. Okay, Y concentration means O2 concentration is like this for this one. Okay, you can write like this. This is, you may call it as equation number 1. This is taken as 1. Next one, 0.384 is equal to rate. Okay, initial rate of formation of another one, 0.384 is equal to K into NO concentration for this X for this O2 concentration. So it is called, taken it as equation number 2. Then you may take it this one also. Okay, 0.192 is equal to K into 0.30 whole to the power of x, and then 0.60 whole to the power of y. You may take it as 3, equation number 3. Okay, next you may take this one also as a equation number 4. Equation number 4. Okay, equation number 4 means 0.768 is equal to K into 0.30 whole to the power of x. Sorry, 0.60. Next, this one is 0.60 whole to the power of y. This is taken as 4. Equation number 4. Okay. How to get x value? Okay. By dividing 1 by 2, you can get x value, because these two are get cancelled each other by dividing this one and this one. These two are cancelled each other and these two are cancelled each other. So you must write like this: 0.096 by 0.384 is equal to 0.30 by 0.60 whole to the power of x. And then this one is get cancelled. These two are get cancelled each other. Then you may find out this is 1 by 2 whole to the power of x, and this one is 1 by 4. Means you may write it as 1 by 2 square. So these two are same values. Then x value is equal to 2. X value is equal to 2. So here we may find x value is equal to 2. What is y value? For getting y value, x terms should cancel each other. Then y value, you may get the y value. To getting y value, x value should cancel each other. So these two are cancelled each other, then you get the y value. So by divisioning 1 by 3, by divisioning 1 by 3, you may get the value. Okay, by divisioning 1 by 3. Okay, equation 1 by 3, again 1 by 3, 0.96 divided by 0.192 is equal to, okay, these two are cancelled each other, this term and this term also cancel each other, then this one is remained 0.30 by 0.60 whole to the power of y. So from this, where you may know it as y. So here 1 by 2 power remains 1 is there. So y is equal to 1. So put y is equal to 1 here. Put y is equal to 1. So in this way you can find that x and y value. Here exponents x and y value are equal to this coefficient, stoichiometric coefficients. Here the x and y values are equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. Exponents are equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. In some cases it fails, it may not equal, but here it is equal. We experimentally found out x and y values. By divisioning in this way, you can find out the x and y value. X and y values are experimental values. These experimental values are equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. Here x value is equal to this stoichiometric coefficient value and y value is equal to this stoichiometric value, stoichiometric coefficient value. Okay, in some cases it may differs. In some cases it may differ. In some cases they may equal. In some cases they may differ. In some cases they may equal to each other. Okay. Okay. This is the example. These terms, exponents terms and stoichiometric coefficients are equal each other. Okay. Okay. Let us see these examples. Reaction CH chloroform CHCl3 on reaction with Cl2 gives rise to CCl4 plus HCl. For this reaction, experimental rate expression is rate is equal to K into CHCl3 concentration of Cl2 whole power of. Okay. By looking these two, here the stoichiometric coefficients are 1, 1, 1. Okay, stoichiometric coefficients are 1 and 1. Here stoichiometric coefficients are 1 and 1 now. Off. Okay. These two exponents are differ with the stoichiometric coefficients. So these stoichiometric coefficients are not equal to the exponents. Exponents are comes from the experimental data which we see the previous examples. Okay, which we can see in previous example I have given. Okay, next see another example. Ethyl acetate on reaction with water gives rise to acetic acid plus ethyl alcohol. Rate expression for this equation, rate expression is equal to rate is equal to K into CHCl3 CO C2H5 whole to the power of 1 H2O. Okay, this is H2O power 0. How do we found out 1 and 0? These are from the experimental data. 1 and 0 comes from the experiment data, but these are not theoretical values. 1, 0 are comes from the 1, 0 are comes from the experimental data. So finally, the stoichiometric coefficients are 1 and 1, but here the exponents are different. Exponents are 1 and 0. So from this expression we know stoichiometric coefficients are not equal to the exponents. May not equal to the exponents. Okay, these exponents are comes from the experimental data. These are balanced one. The stoichiometric coefficients are comes from the balanced chemical equation. In these two cases, stoichiometric coefficients are not equal to the exponents which comes from the experimental data. So experimental data and theoretical data are not equal in these two examples. In previous example, which we see 2NO plus O2 gives rise to NO2. In that case, exponents and stoichiometric coefficients are equal each other. So finally, what we are saying is, we cannot predict rate law by seeing any chemical equation. We cannot predict the rate law. Okay, it must be predicted experimentally. So by merely looking, we cannot decide the rate law. Okay, by experimentally only we can predict what is the rate law for the given chemical reaction. Okay, this is the